Four free plays for Major League Baseball on Wednesday. A huge baseball card due to Mother Nature postponing several games yesterday, including a suspended game that will be finished today. There are 19 baseball games on the card today. That is probably near a record. We will have, again, free plays on 4 of them. And if you like betting on teams that were shut out yesterday, boy, do I have a show for you. Mark Zinno, anything you would like to, well, I know what you would probably like to say. I will give you the floor right now to say whatever you would like to say.
Good morning.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Are you not going to do what everybody thinks you're going to do?
Thank you to all who jumped on our 5% package yesterday. I apologize for my half. Look, it's funny. Every time I do this, people will jump in the comment section and tell me I'm whining. To a certain extent, you're right. But to the other extent, you're always evaluated to, or is compelled rather, to evaluate a handicap, good, bad, or wrong, good, bad, or right, whether what you did wrong and why it ended up going sideways. Obviously, if you bought the package yesterday, my 5% play was on the Minnesota Twins to end this Marlins winning streak. Apparently, the Marlins have won the 2025 World Series because they're never going to lose again. I mean, if you read the write-up, everything I said was right. The Marlins weren't going to score. Joe Ryan was going to be excellent. I knew the Twins would struggle offensively because they're not a great offensive team. I just had no idea they were only going to get 2 hits. I mean, the situation was right. The price was right. Everything was right about it. We got the wrong result. Am I bitching? To a certain extent, yes. But, I think Bryan Power would agree with me that the read was right and the handicap was right. I just, how was I supposed to know I knew the Twins were going to be bad. I mean, look, there was an argument that said you should have went under. You're right, but those 7.5 numbers drive me insane. I get very uncomfortable living in under 7.5 full game. So,
to your point, if I had told you at 6 p.m. Eastern yesterday that the Miami Marlins were only going to score 2 runs yesterday, you probably would have felt pretty good about yourself.
Yeah, I mean, there's an argument to say I probably should have taken the Marlins team total under, but I just there was at certain points, especially with 5% plays, you don't want to overthink it, right? You don't want to get into this splitting, the bet kind of argument, right? Like, okay, well, which gives me the most outs or which one, and it was just one of those things where I just wanted to keep it simple. And I felt like the one Twin starter I could back going into a team that doesn't score at home in a situation where they've won 8 in a row was the perfect time to play against the streak. Obviously, I was wrong. So, again, I apologize. But there's a difference between that and me getting my $5 play wrong, which was backing Emerson Hancock to have a good start for Seattle. He did. He got tagged for 5 runs. I was just wrong. It was just a wrong handicap, right? There was nothing quirky about that. I didn't get much right that, and pretty much anytime you bet against the Royals and they score 6 runs, you're just wrong because they never score 6 runs.
No,
so,
one of the lowest scoring teams in baseball.
The lowest scoring team in baseball. So,
yeah.
I apologize, but still, when we have done this group 5% plays, now we're 4-2. So, not too bad overall.
Yeah. Yeah. You talk about, how you want to break down a game, going back and forth. What's the right way to approach it? Boy, was it sweaty butt cheeks time for me with the 5% play yesterday on the A's.
You got robbed of that 4th run like 3 times in that game.
Yes, they were 1 for. So they had 3 runs through 6 innings. The A's did. Over 3.5 was the bet, and they were 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position through that point.
Denzel Ward stole a double in center field, right? Or Denzel Clark.
Yes.
Denzel Ward. He plays football.
Well, that was good for. Well, I mean, that was fine. I mean, I was rooting for Denzel Clark.
Why? He's on the A's.
He plays for the A's. Yes.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
I had the A's. Yeah, I didn't care. Denzel Clark, by the way, if you're a defensive run save guy, is one of the greats.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why my brain is mush. Anyway.
Okay,
hold on. Shut up now. You go.
Okay. Here's the thing. I was in a position for about an inning and a half where the A's were winning 3-2, and that was the worst case scenario. I didn't want the A's to win 3-2 because in my write-up I acknowledged, I'm like, man, did I really think about taking the A's plus money at this spot? But I said it's going to take more than 3 runs to win this game. Lo and behold, the Rays did tie it up, and we caught a break, guys. Okay. Look, like Zinno said, he felt his handicap was right, just got the wrong result. I'm going to come on here and tell you, we got the result we wanted, but we got a little lucky with the game going to 10 innings. I will not rip on baseball's stupid ghost runner rule, at least for a couple of weeks, because it got me the 4th run I needed with the A's. Thank you so much to all of you that were on board that 5% play with the A's team total over. And we also won our $5 play as we went to soccer. Sarah Garrissey, I said anytime goal scorer. Guess what? He scored 2 in the first 24 minutes. So that was nice.
Yeah. Well, look, again, we move on. Part of me thinks that I have to come back with the Twins again today just to be a glutton for punishment, but I hate playing on the same series 2 days in a row. So who knows?
Well, we are. So, of course, we now this week, the morning wager expanding. We are on all major podcasting platforms, iHeart, Spotify, Apple. We're taking over the podcasting world, bigger than Joe Rogan. It's been well documented at this point. We now have guests. We have one of our great friends, Gunz Picks, will be joining us.
Can't wait.
But should we do our respective halves of the double play first? Give the people some picks before we bring the
okay. Gunz can wait. He's a patient man.
Oh, he can. Okay, I didn't know. He's gesturing wildly.
He's backstage now.
Backstage, but that's okay. Wait. I told the people that if you liked betting on teams that were shut out yesterday, boy, do we have a show for you. So you're going to start us off. Cardinals, Pirates. This is a day game. Get those bets in early. Another reason to click subscribe here, guys, so you get the show as soon as it comes out. Sonny Gray and Mitch Keller, 2 pitchers that have Keller, I won with him on last Friday against the Mets, but Gray has pitched well. You think the Cardinals coming off the shutout loss, that's the play here.
Not just one shutout loss, but back-to-back shutout losses. They haven't scored a run in this series yet. Granted, again, Paul Skeens pitched yesterday, but when you go from a minus, the Pirates go from a minus 150 favorite to a plus money dog, that's a pretty wild swing from game to game. Granted, again, I understand it's Skeens. You're going to get that swing, but nonetheless, at some point, the Cardinals rather have to start hitting. I know Bryan Power says Mitch Keller deserves better results than his 2-10 record. He probably does. But after back-to-back shutouts, the Cardinals team offense is way too good. And I think that they are going to snap out of it today. Keller, by the way, has given up 7 home runs and 48 hits to a team batting 270 against him in this Cardinals team in his career. So there's a large sample size there that favors the Cardinals. Again, here's the thing. I thought the Pirates bats were snapping out of it after the way that they had hit the ball for 3 consecutive games until last night, when, again, obviously they only scored 1 run. I don't think they're going to get much more than that against the best starter on the Cardinals and Sonny Gray here. So we got an early start here. Cardinals money line. Go hit it.
All right. Smash that like button if you agree with taking the Redbirds early here on Wednesday. I'm going to talk about another team that was shut out last night, the Atlanta Braves. For my half of the double play, they are facing the Los Angeles Angels. And yep, I'm backing the team that got shut out. Let's go with the Braves. I'm going to keep this short and sweet, guys. This boils down to 2 things. Number 1, price. I think getting the Braves at minus 125 here at home is a great deal. I would make this, honestly, even with Fuentes on the mound, this number should be north of minus 150. I make the Braves are a substantially better team than the Angels. I know the Braves have been arguably the biggest disappointment in all of baseball, but I'm going to maintain it. This is a top 10 team in baseball in my power rating versus a bottom 10 team. Orgsetto disagrees. I'm sticking with it. We'll die on the Atlanta the vine, I guess, or whatever. We'll die on the sword, the Atlanta sword. The second reason, besides price, that I like the Atlanta Braves in this matchup is I say, you say, we all say Kikuchi. Not as good. He's starting for the Angels. He is not as good on the road as he is at home. Actually, that is putting it mildly. His ERA on the road over 3 points higher than it is at home. He is 0-5 on the road. I think the Braves bounce back from last night's 4-0 shutout loss. I would play them minus 125 on the money line. My half of the double play. Go ahead, comment down below with your thoughts. And don't forget to share what you are betting on this fine Wednesday as well. Thoughts?
Okay. Yeah. The Braves are not a top 10 team. You're nuts.
I still think they are.
They're a bad team. Yeah, everybody keeps mispricing this team. So yesterday they were a 2-1 favorite. They are not good enough against anybody to be a 2-1 favorite, and they lost 4-0. Listen.
I'm taking a -125.
You want a list of really bad offenses in baseball right now? Yeah, the Twins, obviously, the Royals, the Giants, the White Sox, the Braves. These are bad offenses, flat out. Yankees might be in that crew as well.
Oh, you hate the Yankees. All right, you know who we don't hate is our next guest, one of the finest individuals I've ever met, quite frankly, in this industry. I've done his show many times before. Remember that great video he created when we did his show together? You and
yes.
He is Gunz. Let's bring him in, Dan.
Yeah, what's going on, boys? It is a beautiful time here, rainy in Maryland, but I'm going to bring the energy. I'm going to bring the heat. I'm going to bring the plays to pay the bills with Mark Zinno and Bryan Power. What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Two things. Number one, I love the Reds. I love the Red Sox hat.
I don't.
Rub it into Zinno. And two, I don't know, guys, how I am going to be able to navigate the next 10 minutes with the intensity of the two gentlemen to my right. I don't know if there's enough oxygen for me.
Yeah, this hat, I've had this hat on a lot of shows, and I don't think I've taken the Red Sox once. I've either faded them or I've taken a total. It's like the Red Sox are not a bettable team.
Yesterday's video didn't work either because you and I were simpatico with Seattle and it didn't work. So
and Minnesota too. I was like, I couldn't even sit. I was like doing refresh on my phone. I go, it's still 1-0. What is going on? Yeah, couldn't get the bats going there with Miami. Miami is just, I say Marlins in the outfield. That team is magical. They're going through something right now, and I think it's a higher being what's going on with the Marlins. But
yeah, I should come back to fire on Minnesota again today, shouldn't
I? I hate playing with Miami, man.
I'm going to give you guys the trend for Miami. I know you guys probably know it, but our viewers may not. The Miami Marlins have won 8 in a row right now. That is their longest win streak since 2008. Okay, that's a little aggressive, Zinno. They have also won all 8 of those games as underdogs. The last time a Major League Baseball team won 8 consecutive games, all as underdogs, was 2011. The Cleveland Guardians, it was, then known as the Indians.
Fun fact.
Yes, I'm full of them. Fun facts. Gunz, you are full of fun facts as well. Why don't you introduce yourself a little bit to our audience? Obviously, Mark and I know you well, but some of the people watching may not, and that's on them, not you. So tell us what you're all about, and then let us know what your favorite play is here for Wednesday.
Yep, I do have a play, but if you, I've been doing handicapping for seems like a decade at this point. Started out on X in 2019, kind of built myself up, got 10K followers now. Now I've cultivated myself. Now I'm teamed up with the Why Lose Network, giving out plays, giving out videos, and I've been doing content for probably 5 years now, publicly on YouTube, X, and Instagram. You can follow me on all social media platforms. You can see my name right there, GUNZPICKS. Some of you guys know me, some of you guys don't. But very successful handicapper in multiple sports. But my sports are college football, college basketball, and NFL. Those are my 3. And, of course, I dabble a little bit in the MLB, and I've been successful in that sport as well. So, yeah, that's a little.
You have not lived until you've sat and sweat a game with Gunz to watch him yell bang, 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 out loud after it hits.
I do make my presence known in the sports
book. Yes.
Oh, I know that.
Go back to Tennessee against Duke in the Sweet 16. Was it Sweet 16 or second round? Forget where
that was. That was the second round.
When the entire sports book was on Duke, we were all on Tennessee, and we let everybody know it.
Yeah, very quiet in there, except for our little group.
Except for our little circle.
I let them know. I go, you guys took Duke. You guys are morons.
If you took Duke in that game, by the way, we still like you. Please smash that like button.
Yeah, I'm a Duke fan. I hated my team.
Chill, Power. Dear Lord. We don't have to like everybody, and not everybody has to like us. It's okay.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm perfectly comfortable of being the heel, if you know wrestling terms.
Yes, absolutely. All right, let's get into Wednesdays. Gunz, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I think I'm going to play a little matinee ball here. Game one of a rain delay that I wanted to play yesterday. Actually, you made it a 2-unit play yesterday, and I'm going to carry it over into today. Milwaukee versus the New York Mets. You got Freddie Peralta on the mound. He's got an expected ERA of 3.74 off a 2.9 current. He's 3-0 in his last 3 starts, but he's 3-6 on the road, and he's 1-5 straight up as a dog. You see him in the dog position here. He's going against Clay Holmes. Now, Clay Holmes does have a high expected ERA at 4.12, 2.97 current, but New York Mets are 6-2 straight up at home in his last 8 starts, 2-1 at home versus the NL Central when Clay Holmes is on the bump. Only home loss, though, was against versus the NL Central was in the dog role. You're seeing him as a minus 30 plus favorite here. So don't get discouraged by taking the New York Mets here. I think they get it done here in game one, as long as the weather holds out. Give me the New York Mets money line minus 134 as the play.
All right. Smash that like button if you're rolling with the Mets in game one. They better, I'll tell you, Zinno, they better hope they take game one of this series, the Mets, because they're against Mizorowski in game two.
Hey, he has been lights out. Guns?
Yeah, I think this was on my card yesterday. It was a VIP play. Now I'm just releasing it to the people for free. I think that's appropriate for this one.
The New York Mets are 11-5 in 16 Clay Holmes starts.
There you go. I mean, it's a great spot. I think it's a great spot, and maybe they do lose game two. We'll have to see about that one, but I think game one's a better play.
I'm going to out him right now because I looked at that game yesterday and I told him I'd like to take the Mets with Clay Holmes on the mound. And Bryan Power says, I like Freddie Peralta and the Brewers. That's what he told me.
Not as a dog. Not as a dog. Don't take him as a dog. Very bad as a dog. Very bad.
I like the Brewers and Freddie Peralta. That's what he told me yesterday. So deal with it.
He's not a bad pitcher. He's not a bad
pitcher. He's a good pitcher, but not as a dog.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, hey, the Met, like I said, the Mets need this one because they know going against Mizorowski in game two, they could be in some trouble there.
A players-only meeting the other day too because their offense sucks as of late.
Okay, well we're ready. Well, hey, look, Braves. Cardinals, Mets.
No, what is wrong?
3 fine offenses. I'm pointing at people. Those are the plays
that get out there. On the Wizard of Oz, some people do go both ways.
Oh,
it's like the Brady Bunch. We're all looking at each other.
Whatever you do on your own time, Zinno, is fine with me. All right, guys. Why don't you give us one last plug here, man? We appreciate you being on the show, and tell the people where they can find you. Obviously, at Gunz Picks on X.
Yeah, Gunz Picks on all social media platforms. It's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, MySpace. It's all GUNZPICKS. Whatever social media platform that you enjoy, you will find me. Also, we do Sharks in Sports 88 and we do a show on the J.A. Cavalier channel every weekend, live 11 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. We break down the entire MLB card. And if you've ever seen that show, we've been very good on those picks, just given our leans and our takes on that one. So go check us out there. And yeah, that's all I got. Appreciate you guys having me on. Let's cash some tickets. Let's dominate the board. And as always, yep, let's keep dancing. Ba-bang!
It's great.
I don't know what to say to that.
You and I will be on his college football show in the fall.
Yes. Absolutely. And that is what you get, ladies and gentlemen. So please be sure to check that out in the fall. Love Gunz.
Yeah. Listen, Gunz is, for all the bluster and everything else, Gunz is a really solid handicapper.
Yes.
Really smart. I trust a lot of what he says. And it's a good thing, BP and I have figured this out over the past couple of years. Obviously, we talk every day, except for when I'm in a pissy mood. Just kidding. But, we sort of complement each other's handicapping styles in certain ways. And that's one good thing about Gunz. He looks at it from a very different angle. He loves to look at those. How does they perform as a dog? How do they perform in this situation? How do they perform as a favorite? Whereas I'm much more game script, right? And so when you put some of that stuff together, it's why guys, just from a pure, research standpoint, look for people who look at the games differently than you do and provide different angles that you're not aware of. And that kind of helps you really put the whole thing together. So I really, really appreciate the way Gunz attacks things and the manner he uses, because it's way different than what I do.
I thought that was well said, Zinno.
Every now and then I get lucky. Every now and then I'm say something brilliant.
All right. We are going to talk about your New York Yankees in just a little bit. So hold on for that, everybody. But first, Just want to plug, after the 2-0 sweep yesterday, we do have a 4% best bet up at WT.buzz/BP. Now on a 17-5 run with plays rated 4% or higher, going back to May 24th, up 68.4 units overall during that time. So head on over. And if you use coupon code BPOWER3, that's BPOWER, the number 3, you can get the next 3 days for just $29. So that's what's going on in my world. Zinno, what is going on in your world? I believe it is going to be a active day on the betting board, if I heard you correctly on the phone before the show.
I had to finish getting the throw up out of my mouth after you gesticulated all over yourself. So
I didn't say anything that was incorrect. I just, was.
But again, I just, after my 0-2 day yesterday, I'll come back with something on the board again. Okay.
I think, look, man, you're right. You're still, it was one day. This guy's going to bounce back. I'll do it for him. This guy's, I keep always pointing in the wrong direction. We're
going to try. Yeah. I mean, look, I'm probably going to put 3. I mean, by the way, the Cardinals is already a client play. So,
got that one for free, everybody.
For free. I will also probably eyeing up 3 other plays. So we may get 4 for today. Sometimes when you had a bad day, I just kind of want to come back and there's 1 or 2 ways to do it. Either come back and spray the board or come back with just one play that you really, really love. Today we're going spray the board.
Okay. You heard him. He's spraying. Yankees, Blue Jays. It is now time for our best bet segment. The Yankees have dropped 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Blue Jays. It was Canada Day yesterday, by the way.
Well, that's why they lost.
Maybe it was. I would also say they lost because they gave up 12 runs. That did not help, no matter what holiday it may have been. So what are we going to do here today? Will Warren on the mound for the Yankees. So I don't think anybody's in a rush to back the Yankees, but we're talking about, hey, the Yankees bats, maybe they wake up. Look, there were 17 runs scored in yesterday's game. All we need today is 10 to be scored and an over hit. So our best bet is going to be over 9 in the Yankees Blue Jays.
I hate taking over.
I think this is a good play. I think it's a fine. It opened 8.5. It already hit 9.
Did it really? I'm seeing some 8.5s out there still.
Oh,
just double checking. Hold on. Just
what do we always say? Shop around. If you can bet an 8.5, that's it'll be juiced -120, -125, I assume. But yeah. I like over 9.
The Yankees have a decent track record against Jose Barrios. Don't call me Barrios. 285 average against them. Judge has hit 5 home runs against Jose, batting .378. So you might want to take some Aaron Judge props tonight. Over 1.5 total bases kind of deal. That may be worth a look just because, again, he has got very good numbers. Unless, of course, they decide to walk him 4 times, which, yeah. Anyway, so maybe worth a look there. But the Yankees lineup as a whole, bat .285 against them. They got an OPS near 900 against Barrios. Look, Toronto's been the Yankees' nemesis, but a decent sign that the Yankees are at least scoring runs in this series. So if they didn't make blunders in game 1, they probably win it, although I was on Toronto plus 1.5 in that game. So if we get a lot of runs here, it's because the Yankees bats are doing what they need to do. And Will Warren is terrible. So keep trotting him out there every 5 days, though, Aaron Boone. Good job.
Aaron Boone, a leader of men. All right. That is our best bet. Yankees, Blue Jays, over 9. Comment down below with your thoughts. Again, share with us your favorite bets here on Wednesday. Look, there's a lot of baseball. Today. 19 games, like I said, including that suspended one that's being made up. A good size, yes. And we've given you plays on 4 of them. Too early, too late. You're covered all day. Again, remember to click the subscribe button every Monday through Friday. The Morning Wager, available on all major podcasting platforms. Now with guests. Bigger, badder, better. It's the bottom line, man.
You needed a third one where you said bigger,
better.
But you need a punchline after that. Like, I was waiting. You kind of left me hanging. Bigger, badder, better.
think that was the WrestleMania. I think that was the WrestleMania 3 tagline: "Bigger, badder, better."
That was where Hulk Hogan slammed the Giant, Andre the Giant, WrestleMania.
It was. Yes, exactly. Probably most fit. Everyone knows that one. All right, and everyone knows this show. So again, if you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Keeps content free. So don't remember that.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. All right. We will be back tomorrow, maybe with a guest. Actually, we don't know.
Yeah, we're working. We are efforting, as they say.
Efforting. I always love when that. I always love. What is efforting involved? Just
I will find somebody. I will reach out to people who might be willing to join us,
share their time with us, and we are always willing to share our time with you every Monday through Friday here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. Remember to go to wt.buzz/MZ, wt.buzz/BP. We will be back tomorrow with another edition of the Morning Wager. Until next time, let's cash some tickets.